how should I deal with this? Right? Do I make friends with the guy? Do I call the number? Or do I fake my death? I think I'll just call the number. Here's the thing, right? People talk about a lot in this game. Why the fuck did they leave Snake with his goddamn radio and equipment, his contacting equipment, right? They took everything else from me, but they left the radio. 144.75. And before I continue, so they did that. And I could see it as like they don't care to take it away from him because they're already in his like he's already been captured. There's no way he's getting out. They're getting a little overconfident, whatever. And they're basically gonna kill him soon anyways, right? But what doesn't excuse it is how the fuck did none of his equipment break when he was getting tortured by Volgin? If there was even just a codec by Zero that he was like, oh, thank goodness our equipment was stress tested under high voltage electricity, sure, but there's nothing like that. Unless it's the one codec I haven't heard of this game, but I think they would have found something to make it make sense. Like, here's how you do it, right? Put a radio, like a musical radio, in the room, and then we could tune into that frequency from there, and then get our gear right outside the room, right? Make it so there's no way we could avoid picking up our codec, and we could save from the radio too, right? As if there's a point to save since it's so easy to get out. But there's so many ways they could have circumvented this. I don't know why. Like, it's a really big plot contrivance in this game that they just don't take away his radio. I can't grab him just because I don't have a fucking gun. Oh, it's because I'm injured. That's why. I'm really not doing any of the optional codecs in this game, huh? Yeah, this escape sequence is hard for me. I suppose what I... Damn! This looks like a Silent Hill room. God damn! I suppose what I should have done was wait for him to go to the bathroom and then open up the door. But, you know, I could just do what I just did. Supposedly that would be the way to do it. What? How would I shoot it? Supposedly that would be the way to do it if I was trying to do a no alert, no kill run, right? Easiest way to take care of that situation. Wait. Is there really not a way for me to shoot it? Huh. Does he have ammo on him I can use? Smoke grenade. Instant noodles. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Metal Gear Solid. What is that? Is that supposed to be Ocelot? Oh shit! It's the comic. All right, time to go. This part is so hard for me. Oh god, I think I go this way. Hard to remember. Right. I need to go to that area where the dog was sleeping. I can't easily knock anybody out, so I need to just avoid them. I don't have camo. Nope. Would it be easier if I went through that door or stayed going this way? I think I can only go through this door. If I get spotted, I'm just gonna fucking book it. Right, like, here's the reasons this game exists, right? To see if they bring that Guy Savage minigame back, because it's out of the HD collection, and it's out of the 3DS version, and it's out of any ports outside of the original subsistence copy. And two, to see if there's any hints that they're gonna be making remakes of Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 and maybe 4 after this. I think... Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't... No, they like eating animals. See ya, dog. Good boy. Good boy for not barking at me. Cute ass dog. I crawled through the tank and he was like, huh? What? Oh, this is hard. I may need to just run regardless.
I think I saw something.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Huh.
Nope. Yeah. Yep, just seeing things.
Huh?
Fuck.
Footsteps.
Alright, at least he's gonna be turning around. Is it this way?
There's nobody here. Huh?
This is kind of pointless because I know, like, in the immediate next area I go to, people are gonna chase after me anyways. So if this dog wakes up, I'm booking it. This part is so stressful. Because you got nothing. I don't think there's even a sequence like this in Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2. Or even 4. Or 5. Or Peace Walker. I didn't play Peace Walker. I did play Peace Walker. What am I saying? I don't like Peace Walker. Because of the amount of retcons it does to this game. It's like, this game was already one of the best, and he's just like, let's make it so the things in this game doesn't matter. Fucking jackass. I don't know if it's clear to anybody who would be watching this.
Snake, you're already in the sewers?
Eva, yeah, I just got down here. I'm coming to meet you now. The door at the north end is open, right?
Snake?
Let me guess. There's a problem.
Yeah.
What is it this time?
The Colonel found out you escaped.
He did, huh? I figured as much.
Yeah, And now all of Grozny Grad is on red alert.
Just my luck. But once I'm out of the fortress,
You can't get out.
I can't.
When the fortress went on red alert, they sealed off the sewers.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm serious. And that means the escape route I laid out is
Is sealed off too.
right. And they just sent a unit out looking for you.
Down here?
Uh-huh. They'll be there any minute now. You've got to get out quick.
But isn't the exit sealed off?
You should be able to get out by heading straight north. Book it, Snake. If they find you, you're dead.
Don't know what that is, but I gotta book it at a leisurely pace, apparently. But anyways, what I was saying is, I am not the biggest Kojima fan. I love Metal Gear Solid, but video games are made by a team of developers, not just one person. So this isn't like, yeah, he directed the game, right? I'll give him all that credit. He came up with a lot of the ideas for the game. He came up with the overall arching story and the characters and the inspiration and all that and the intent. But other people programmed it. Other people told him no when they needed to. Like them extending the end fight to way too long. And it's and like it just, for me, it feels like a lot of this series, as the series progresses, because Kojima puts his fucking name on everything and like and calls everything a Hideo Kojima game, he's essentially putting his name on the forefront of taking all the credit for anything that happens in these. So that's why everyone just associates him with the fucking game. Like, you know, again, he's talented and creative, and there's, like, you know, all power to him. I'm not disparaging him for that as a creator, but it's just annoying to me with all, like, for as all the good things he does in this series, he did do all the dipshit bad things, like the entirety of like most of Metal Gear Solid 2, most of Metal Gear Solid 4, some of the reveal of Metal Gear Solid 5. It's just like, we're just gonna get in a bad rant. It's gonna paint me in a bad light, but hopefully the people that I would want watching my stuff understand where I'm coming from. Those dogs don't look great, though.
I've been waiting for this. Nobody interfere.
Security is lax at Grozny Grad.
This is where it ends. Huh? Snake! Huh. Don't die on me yet.
Now I wonder how many people who never played the original and decided to hop in on this completely missed that Guy Savage minigame. The Nightmare minigame. But to get back to what I was saying, I mean, that was the main reason I brought up the translator for Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, is that guy essentially infused a lot of the terms that are synonymous with Metal Gear Solid to this day into the series as a way of making it sound more militaristic, because that's what they were going for. So like OSP, on-site procurement, codec, Halo jump, all that shit.
Are you one of the Cobras?
That was implemented by the single translator of Metal Gear Solid 1.
So sad.
And
A host of sorrows.
and you know what Kojima did? Fired him for localizing the game to make it sound better for English-speaking audiences. That guy barely had any work in the first place,
The sorrow.
and he thought he had his big break
I too am filled with sadness.
translating for this series, and then he was basically told to fuck off because he thought he might make it like give it a little bit more flavor for English audiences.
Death brings sorrow. The living may not hear them. Their voices may fall upon deaf ears. But make no mistake, the dead are not silent. Now you will know the sorrow of those whose lives you have ended.
I think I'm gonna go through the whole thing just to see how many people I did end up killing. I think I killed like less than 10 people. But adding on to that, 2 more examples. David Hayter, like he had to re-audition for the role of Snake in every game. Not even just like that's it. Just for every game, he had to re-audition for the role of Snake, even though his voice for Snake was iconic. He was one of the first. Is he saying stuff that I don't remember? He was one of the first legitimate like voice acting roles in video games like ever. And they basically Kojima was basically like, yeah, but I really want Kurt Russell, and Kurt Russell was not having it because Kurt Russell was one like he was one not really interested in the video games in general, and 2 these don't.
This way.
I don't know why they put that effect on them. They look weird like that. Kind of not as creepy. And 2, he was annoyed that he would be contributing to what is basically a ripoff of a character that he played. But I mean, it would have been cool to have Kurt Russell, but hey, you know, fucking, it's not gonna happen. Which he's so.
Take this.
That's why. God. Let me just surface.
Brace yourself.
Like, it was so annoying to me when he ended up getting Kiefer Sutherland as Snake, because it's like David Hayter loves the fucking series. He's been the biggest advocate for the series for the longest time, and like even Kiefer Sutherland's voice as Snake is essentially a mock-up of what of David Hayter's.
Witness
Is that the
you have.
It's the pilot I killed in the helicopter of David Hayter's original laid out plan for the character. And even worse, it's like you screwed. Like it's one thing to get somebody else, but they didn't even bother telling David Hayter's like, hey, thanks for your work on the series, but we managed to get Kiefer Sutherland. No hard feelings, right? They just did the game, and Snake had to, or Snake. David Hayter had to find out essentially like when they announced the game that they were doing it without him. It's so fucked up. It's like I know that shit happens in the standard business world as a whole, but like he's kind of a staple of the series at that point in time. So that's the first sign of Kojima really irking me with that. And then I just looked up more and more about the series, and I realized, like, in my personal opinion, I mean, again, I'm not gonna say Kojima didn't contribute anything to the series, but a lot of the finer details of the series that everybody likes were done by other people. And a lot of the things that got cut that would have been dumb as shit were the result of people being willing to tell him, no, that's stupid, calm down. I could just avoid that. I don't remember how to properly avoid that. It's not like it matters. I'm just gonna get to the end of the fucking river. This is essentially my time to rant. But for anyone else who doesn't know, this is one of the biggest fucked up things. Stephanie Justin, both the voice and face model, and like just voice capture, motion capture model for Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5. Dude, he spent like the entirety of Metal Gear Solid 5 essentially parading her around to be like, oh yeah, cool, we got and she was hanging out with him a bunch because, you know, she was into the project. She appreciated the work that he had done previously, and she wanted to really show that she cared about the series. And then when he left Konami, or when Konami screwed him over, I will not say Konami's innocent in anything just because I don't like Kojima. Like, they really fucked up with what they did in 2019. But Stephanie Justin wanted to participate in Death Stranding. Like, it didn't even have to be a major role. She just wanted to say, like, hey, can I be a part of the game? We hang out, right? We like each other, right? But since she's not a big name actor, he said fuck off. He didn't look. Even if he said, him saying fuck off would have been nicer than what he did. He ghosted her like he did David Hayter. Like, isn't that not fucked up? That, like, this character who's a big draw for this game that is your final game in the series, basically, just wants to be a part of your next project, and you don't even tell her that you're not going to include her. It's just he's, and his pettiness, like, he's so petty about all that shit, which is why, like, a while back I ended up buying Death Stranding just to be like, before I revive, let me just say this. Releasing Death Stranding in the state that it was without any preface about its gameplay was dumb as shit. They released it and trying to essentially advertise it as this, like, avant-garde stealth action type game, when really it's just a walking simulator. And you know, the problem is there's nothing wrong with that within the context of the game, but it's a $60 or $70 price tag, whatever much it cost when it came out, and all you do in the game is walk without anybody telling you that that's all you do in the game before it came out. I was pissed before the game came out. Like, it just, all they ever showed of gameplay of that game was walking. And then everyone, when the game came out, people were like surprised or something that I took too long. I took too long to revive. Anyways, I don't know how people could be surprised that that's all it is, because that's all they fucking showed. If it was like $40 or $30, maybe, and that would be justified, because, you know, it's a very, I can't die like this. Like, it's a very risky play to release a game like that, right? And it's like, what are we paying for, the fucking graphics? And even worse, that game came out at a bad time for me personally, because around that time it was just the entire culture of all games being open world, but the open world only works to facilitate a lot of fucking walking. So then they make an open world game where the entire point of the game is to fucking walk. I was pissed the fuck off and completely skipped it the first time around. But then I watched, if anyone knows, Barry Was Here. I think that Barry Kramer, the former editor of Game Grumps, he did a video on the intent, like the design intent behind Death Stranding, and it got me interested. And I ended up like just buying the game on sale.
You have to shoot me.
I can't.
Shoot me. You want to finish your mission, don't you? Then you'll have to shoot me. The spirit of the warrior will always be with you. Don't be sad. We'll meet again someday.
Snake, are you all right? That was a close call.
What the hell happened to me?
You were halfway drowned at the bottom of the river. Almost crossed over to the other side.
Other side. So that really was.
Something on your mind, Snake?
Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow?
Yes, I've heard of him. He was an uncanny soldier who fought alongside the boss.
What kind of man was he?
The Sorrow was a man with, well, special powers. He had ESP, which was the subject of extensive research in the Soviet Union at the time. He was especially gifted as a medium.
A medium?
Someone who can communicate with the spirit world and evoke the spirits of the dead. In other words, he could talk to ghosts. They say he could find out what was going on in a battle by talking to dead soldiers.
What about him and the boss? What was the story between them?
I don't know the details. Why don't we ask Sigint?
Yo, I finished checking up on
First
this
time we've ever
Sorrow
talked
guy
to
a
him.
while ago. Thought you guys already knew, though.
Knew what?
That he's dead. He's been dead for 2 years now.
He died 2 years ago?
At Selino Yarsk. You know, those cliffs you were at. And the boss is the one who did him in.
The boss?
Yep. 2 years ago, the boss was sent by the CIA on a secret mission to Selino Yarsk. That's when she met the Sorrow, who'd gone back to the Soviet Union after the Cobras broke up at the end of the war. Except this time they were enemies.
And then what?
The boss killed the Sorrow herself and accomplished her mission. At least, that's what the records say.
So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah, I'm fine. It looks like it's not time for me to die yet.
I sure hope not. Otherwise, the whole mission is shot. We're counting on you, pal.
Roger that.
Who are you?
Eva?
Who the fuck is this? I haven't
Didn't
talked to him
call,
all
I was
game.
worried. Are you all right?
Yeah, I took a pretty freaky detour.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it. Let's
I don't
just
think
say
I'm finishing the
back.
game in good enough time. This is
But how did you escape from this?
gonna be where I end the stream.
Jumped into the river.
From all the way up there? You're out of control.
Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost drowned.
Great. That's perfect.
What do you mean that's perfect?
I mean, if you ended up in the river, then I know a good spot nearby. Let's meet up there.
Where is it?
Keep going upstream until you get to a waterfall.
A waterfall, huh?
Right. Behind that waterfall, there's a cave. We'll meet in there.
The cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it.
See you there.
Anyways, to top off everything I was saying, But like, and then he came out with that statement after Death Stranding release that it pissed my friend off. He was so mad. The guy who was talking in the stream earlier, that what do you say? Something along the lines of the only reason Americans didn't like his game was because there was no shooting at it, and because Americans can't get into that mentality of a game without shooting. And it's like, you know how many fucking games exist where we don't shoot people and Americans love to play? Fucking Sims. Animal Crossing was a big hit for the entirety of America for like for like 2 years. Fucking DDR games. People play fucking Cooking Mama. And what games do I have? Hold on. What games do I have? What have I played recently? Oh, I can hear myself. So it's like, I mean, that pissed me off for a while after Death Stranding release, but I eventually got over it because it's like, whatever, you fucking miscalculated and he's being a baby about it. But that's the root of the problem, right? Is that he's like is that he couldn't just acknowledge that he made a way too avant-garde game for the general populace to like, because it's because it was presented as something more than it was, and he got all pissy about it, and the end of everything about it all to me is that it just kind of exemplified my current opinions on him, is that I will now and forever always think of him as a egotistical, clout chasing man baby. Is that he's full of himself by putting his name over everything and taking all the credit, and he's clout chasing by only ever wanting to hang out with already famous celebrities, even though he's made people into celebrities himself basically and just ignores them. And then he's a man baby. He just gets pissy about people not liking his stuff. And to just kind of further my point of people of like him mostly just being more, people being more aware of him just because he puts his name on everything, as opposed to like doing every single good thing that exists in the series, is that I just finished Expedition 33 and that game was a 10 out of 10. How many, and everybody wants that game to be game of the year, right? It basically is already. How many fucking people know the name of the director of Expedition 33? I'm not even gonna say I do. I don't fucking know his name because he didn't plaster it all over the goddamn game. So shit like that just really grinds my fucking gears, and it really fucking pissed me off when this game was coming out and all the Kojima dick riders were coming out in droves to just say, "Oh, this sucks. This looks like it sucks." It's like, guys, it's basically just a port of Metal Gear Solid 3. It can't, like, there's very little they could do to make it suck. They're just porting over Metal Gear Solid 3. You're fucking like lying to yourselves if you're thinking it's gonna suck just because Kojima's not attached. And I'll get into it too. Everyone keeps saying they can't do Metal Gear Solid without Kojima, and it's not because they need his guidance. It's because he wrote the last few games in the series in such a way that there's no room for either going back, in between, or forward with the series. It's capped off at both ends so that nothing can be done, like nothing more could be done with it. Metal Gear Solid 4 is too far in the future to do anything afterwards. And then, you know, Revengeance kind of, you know, put the final nail in the coffin on that. And this is the earliest in the game you can get. And the only thing you can do is play as the boss. Like, for what? You know? We already know everything about her. At least this game gives context to Big Boss from Metal Gear 1 and 2. So anyway, sorry, this is gonna give me a lot of flack and a lot of hate, but I just needed to get that out there. I am so tired of the Kojima dick riders, which is why I hate watching Gamescom, because fucking What's that dipshit's name? The host is a Kojima dick rider like crazy. Gives him a 10-minute showcase to show off a cutscene that doesn't actually say anything. God damn. I hate Gamescom. But I gotta watch them trailers. But anyways, rant over. I'm just gonna be done at that point. It's just so frustrating. I'm not gonna do it. Well, maybe I should. Maybe it'll actually move it. Oh, nice knees. Oh yeah. Anyways,
Don't like snakes?
I'm just gonna let the cutscene play out.
Didn't you have to eat them at the KGB?
In my training, we always got the good stuff. French, Italian, that kind of thing.
A regular Matahari.
The least you could do is call me Cynthia.
I don't get it.
Tell me something. How does it feel to spy on your own country?
I can't say it feels good, but it's my job.
Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh?
I wouldn't mind eating you.
All right. Horny.
When this mission's over, you'll have to treat me to a nice dinner.
What do you want to eat?
Let's see. How about sushi?
Sushi?
It's Japanese. I hear it's all the rage right now. Supposedly, it's made from raw fish.
Raw fish. Just the place for my survival techniques.
Snake. Thank you, Snake. I'll be your eyes from now on.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
Thank you, Snake.
Don't worry about it.
Are you all right?
Gotta focus on the mission.
It's not like I can't see. I've got one good eye and can still fire a gun.
Really? Good.
Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress?
C3, a highly potent explosive from the west. It can be molded into any shape, like clay. With just this much, you could blow up the Shagohod and the lab along with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there's a trick to using it.
Tell me about it.
Well, what do you think? The Shagohod's booster unit uses liquid fuel. The fuel tanks are in the main wing of the weapons lab in the hangar housing the Shagohod itself.
So I should blow up the tanks.
That's the basic idea. It should be enough to
Maybe I
blow
should
up
just
the
bum
entire
rush it to the end.
There are 4 fuel tanks. In order to destroy
I still gotta play
you'll have to
Neo
throw
after,
explosives
or
on each
tomorrow.
of those tanks.
All 4 of them?
It should be no sweat for you. Besides, the scientists had the day off today.
So the hangar's completely deserted.
Not quite. They've still got guards posted there.
So what do I do after I set the C3?
The bombs run off a timer. Once the timer has been set, the countdown will begin. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs will all go off at once.
How long do I have?
20 minutes. Once the phase
I think I missed a lot of cardboard boxes.
Surprised if they kill all the scientists to prevent them from talking. So you've got to act fast.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bum rush it to the end of the game. I'm not that far off. What do I got, like
Did you get the data on the Shagohod?
3 bosses left?
Yeah, that's the mission I was given.
By Khrushchev?
America doesn't have any use for it, does it? But I haven't forgotten my other mission either. Helping you out. Follow this cave and go up the ladder at the end. You'll come out inside Groznygrad, just southwest of the weapons lab. Do you remember when you went to rescue Sokolov? Remember there was a locked door when you entered the main wing from the second floor of the east wing?
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the Shagohod's hangar. Use this key to open that door.
The door right when I enter the main wing? Got it. What about you?
I'll get things ready for our escape. There's a rail bridge to the north. I'm gonna set a bomb there, so
Oh, this is gonna take longer than I think it will, huh?
Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happens.
Gotcha.
And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are.
Don't worry. The Colonel still trusts me. And I have my ways. There's not a man alive who can resist my charms. Besides you, of course.
I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all.
I know. Okay, let's go.
Damn, we look cool. We look cool as fuck.
You seem like you were born on one of those.
If I didn't ride every day, I couldn't go on living. When I'm riding, the wind hits me so hard that it hurts. That pain keeps my mind off the pain of having to be someone else. It's not easy always fooling myself like this. It's only when I'm on the bike that I'm free to be the real me. I only get off my bike when I fall in love or fall dead.
What's your name?
Tatiana.
No. Your real name.
What's wrong with Tanya?
Okay, Tanya. Don't let anyone see you.
Oh, this? It's a button camera.
What did you do that for?
Insurance. To make sure you don't double-cross me.
Hey,
What?
you're gonna get wet again.
All right. So yeah, I think it's in my best interest to just stop ranting about it now. But the fact that I have Death Stranding on my Steam library means that by law of this stream, I will eventually have to play it. So, I mean, I originally bought it so like I could. There should be a frog here, so I could play it because I don't want to be one of those people that like criticizes the entire thing just by looking at it. And I wanted to like, you know, after that video I watched, I wanted to give it a shot just to say that, you know, I played it, I paid my dues, I can fully criticize it knowing what the game has to offer. But you know what? I have full rights to say, fuck that game, I don't want to play it. What is the East Wing? More in the sense of if I get too far into it and I'm not having a good time, right? I'm still gonna start it if it comes up in rotation, but if I'm not entertained, I'll just drop it.